Hey, party people out there. Stang Dad here. Just like to give my predictions for UFC 205 this Saturday. Want to talk about, give my predictions for the three big fights. That would be Conor McGregor against Eddie Alvarez, Tyron Woodley against Wonderboy Thompson, and Joanna Champion versus Carolina, the other Polish girl. All three fights are for the belt. Conor McGregor looking to win his second belt in the UFC, going against Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight championship. Okay, first let's start with the two Polish girls going against each other. I'm a big Joanna fan. She's just got unreal striking abilities and great takedown defense. So my pick for that fight is going to be Joanna Champion. And I think she's going to mess up that girl's face. I mean, it's pretty brutal what she does to all her opponents. And Carolina, I think you're going to need some ice packs for your face after this fight is done. So, Joanna is going to defend her belt, and I pick her to win. Okay, now going to Tyron Woodley and Wonderboy Thompson. Tyron Woodley, great fighter, great athlete, great speed. But Wonderboy Thompson, man, has got these skills that no one has ever dealt with. Plus, I'm a little partial to a karate guy because I practiced karate for a long time when I was a young guy, and I've been waiting for a good karate guy to come into the UFC and just beat these mixed martial artists. Wonderboy, man, he's just got great defense and great attacks. His legs, he's going to be able to keep Tyron Woodley off him with his legs. And he's really going to surprise Tyron Woodley. I predict a knockout. I predict that Wonderboy Thompson will knock out Tyron Woodley. If that doesn't happen, I still think Wonderboy is going to win. He's going to win by decision. Tyron Woodley is not going to be able to land that big right or the knockout punch because Wonderboy can just keep him at distance too easily. It's going to be an interesting fight, but I believe Wonderboy Thompson is going to come out on top. Okay, let's talk about McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. Honestly, I know they're both champions, and they were both champions in other organizations. Eddie Alvarez is getting a lot of promotion and some backup, and some people say he could possibly beat McGregor. But honestly, I never followed his career that closely, and I really don't know that much about Eddie Alvarez. Conor McGregor, I've seen a lot of his fights already. I've seen every one of his fights in the UFC. The man has got unbelievable hands. I mean, he's got the best boxing in the UFC, I think. The way he could just get in close and just land that left hook all the time. Even with his fights against, who was it? The guy he just fought? Diaz. I believe that Conor's boxing was better than Nick Diaz's. The first fight was really cool. He got choked out by Nate Diaz, not Nick. And it was interesting to watch the rematch. But yeah, Conor's got great hands, and he's got good round kicks to the legs. His ground game is just so-so, I think, compared to a lot of other UFC fighters. Just my opinion. But, man, if he can keep it standing, man, he lands his shots. You know, he lands a really high percentage of his punches, you know, his strikes. and his round kicks are brutal. So I'm going to pick Conor McGregor to win that one, only because I don't know enough about Eddie Alvarez, and I've seen how good Conor McGregor is. Actually, I hope Eddie Alvarez wins, but I'm picking Conor to win. And okay, so that's it. Joanna's gonna keep her belt in the strawweight division. And I think she's gonna beat up Carolina good. Wonderboy Thompson and Woodley, I think they're gonna have a good fight, but I think Wonderboy's gonna come out on top. He's gonna surprise the world, possibly even with a knockout. Conor McGregor, Eddie Alvarez, picking Conor McGregor to win. And my guess is it'll go all 5 rounds. So, I'll check with you people after UFC 205. And if my predictions are wrong, or some of them are wrong, I'll go ahead and eat some crow in front of you. All right, until then, ciao.